specific goals which are related to today's topic. Andre children and education schemes. Okay, so let me just give you a small hack. Okay, ಏನೇ SDG ನೀವು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಏನೋ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ SDG ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು SDG ಅಂತ ಯು ನೋ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಯು ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯು ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು, SDG ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0.2 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಇವಾಗ SDG 2 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 2.2, SDG 3 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 3.2, SDG 5 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 5.2. ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್? ಸೊ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ 0.2 ಅಂತ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ವರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಬರೀದೇ ಇರೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ SDG 2 and target 2.2, what does it mainly aim? Okay, I would want all of you that ಕೇಳಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಹಂಗಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ SDG 2 aims to end all forms of malnutrition by 2030. Okay, including achieving internationally agreed targets on stunting and wasting in children under 5 years of age. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ SDG 2 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 2.2. ಇಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? 2.2 ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? SDG 2 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ SDG 3 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ 3.2 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ SDG ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 2.2, it is planning to end all forms of malnutrition, okay, by ಯಾವಾಗ? 2030, including achieving internationally agreed targets on stunting and wasting. Ivaga there are two terms which you might have heard, which you might have not heard. Idenidu stunting matte wasting. Okay, so stunting andre sometimes you can get this only as a prelims question. Okay, so stunting andre basically stunted growth anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಏಜ್ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹೈಟ್ ಬೆಳೆದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, they have not developed a height, they have not developed the height according to their age. ಇದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸ್ಟಂಟಿಂಗ್. ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹೈಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಅವ್ರ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್? ಅವ್ರ ಏಜ್ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? In children of 5 years of age, so usually stunting, wasting ಇದೆಲ್ಲ 5 years of age ವರ್ಗೂ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, when will they plan to eliminate all malnutrition? By 2030. Okay, stunting, wasting by till the age of 5. This is told in SDG 2 target 2.2. Is this clear? Next we'll move on. SDG 3 target 3.2. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ 0.2 is common in all our this thing. Okay, ಇವಾಗ it says end preventable deaths of newborns and children under 5 years of age. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತಡೆದು we have to ensure that newborns do not die. Okay, because they will be the future of our country, right? So with all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality to at least as low as 12 per 1000 live births and under 5 mortality for at least as low as 25 per 1000 live births. Okay, so this is what is given. I know it seems like a lot of data to take in. Enidu ee tara ide statement anta. It's okay, we will go at it slowly. One nimsha extra adrunu our point here is important to grasp this particular thing, right? So under this SDG 3 target 3.2, okay, what is told is that newborns, okay, so newborns and children under 5 years of age, with all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality, okay, to at least as low as 12 per 1000 live births. Andre prevent ಮಾಡಿ, okay, we have to make the children survive. If 1000 children are born, at least you have to limit the amount of children who are dying by neonatal procedures to at least 12. Neonatal means simply means that ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, many of the government hospitals, ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ, a child is born, and they use all this tukkidiro like rusted scissors to cut the umbilical cord. Because of this, they develop some infections and the children happen to die. Why aren't we capable of having a proper, a full cleaned scissor, right? So imagine a child having to die because scissor togolake duddilla. How pathetic is it, right? So ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಈ ತರ ನಿಯೋನೇಟಲ್ ಡೆತ್ಸ್ 12/1000 ನಾವು ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್. ಓಕೆ, 12/1000. ಇದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. SDG ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ SDG 4 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 4.2. SDG 4 ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 4.2. 4.2 ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, right? Ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early childhood development, care and pre-primary education. Because SDG 4 yaudar bagge maatadutte? Quality education. So obviously they are telling that girls and boys should have quality early childhood development, care and pre-primary education. Very easy, right? Okay, munde hogona. We talk about SDG 5 target 5.2. okay, because I've told you 0.2, that's target. 0.2 and it's talking about children. So what exactly is SDG 5? Can we recollect? Gender equality. Okay, so it is focusing on eliminating all forms of violence against all women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation, right? So even our article 23-24 in our fundamental rights also talks about human trafficking, beggar system and all of that. Okay, but tumba jana articles baritare. What people will not know is this. So along adin baribardu anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, but ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, right? So SDG 5.2 target 5.2, it is telling about eliminating all forms of violence against all women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual types of exploitation. Okay, so generally they are telling all forms of elimination we have to eliminate. Specifically, they are telling two forms of elimination, discrimination we have to eliminate. What is that? One is trafficking, one more is sexual exploitation. Okay, again, when we talk about sexual exploitation, it's very wide, meaning to say it could be rape, it could be marital rape, it could be molestation, it could be verbal harassment, it could be physical harassment. All of these comes under sexual harassment, right? Even for that matter, eve teasing also is a form of sexual violence, right? Next, idadmele we come to SDG 16. SDG 16 ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? Peace, justice and institutions, right? So in that, again, target is 16.2. Now here, what do we tell? We tell end abuse, exploitation, trafficking and forms of violence against and torture of children. Okay, so they are telling that we have to create strong institutions, andre shakti yutavagiro samsthegalu, right? That is what they are telling. So here, what are they basically talking about? They are telling that using the strong institutions, we have to create such a kind of infrastructure wherein abuse is ended. Okay, ಯಾವ ತರ abuse? Exploitation, trafficking and forms of violence against children. SDG 17, and this is our last SDG. It is again target 17.2, the promotion and implementation of sustainable development commitments for children, right? Encourages the promotion and of the implementation of sustainable development commitments for children. Is this clear, everyone? Now I think that maybe I'm pretty sure that SDG 1 to 17 ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರಿಟಿ ಶೋರ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ, ರೈಟ್? But it's okay. In due course of time, you can watch this video, there will be other things. When you revise the same notes again and again, you will be in a position to write this. Worst case, you don't remember, at least remember the numbers, right? With this, aram se you can write in mains. Okay, so now I've introduced you to the concept of SDGs so that it will add benefit to your this thing. Now we come to the actual economic survey, right? So if we look at it, our intention is to cover this much. Okay, we'll have to see how much we will be trying to cover. But see, Our memory works like this, that even when you're reading a book, this is how I always read. And I believe that in teaching also the same way. That is, if you read a book from starting to end, you will see that you'll see that 4 pages you'll read, again you'll forget, 5 pages you'll read, again you'll forget. So the better way to read is first just by heart of the contents page. Okay. So once you by heart the contents page, what will happen? One pictorial memory will sit in your head. And once that sits, it will be very easy. You will just have to see this. Okay, nutritional intervention is there. Anemia, Mukhyamantri. So what I'm trying to tell is, yadaದ್ರು one scheme togoli, and you basically first memorize the name of the scheme. Reading some 2-3 features about them will be very easy. It will easily go and sit in our brain, right? So you can adapt this in your normal study techniques also, and I'm sure it will benefit you. Now, having said this, okay, what we are going to do is, again, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Meaning to say that first, some 3 times from up to down, up to down, up to down, I want all of you to just tell along with me, so that at least ಈ ಹೆಸರುಗಳು ನಿಮ್ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ you will be able to remember for a little bit of longer time. And once you are able to do this, okay, then it will be very, very easy that, okay, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು next ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, tuck, 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 it will automatically go and sit, right? I just want you to show a little bit of cooperation for 2 minutes. As I tell the names of the scheme, I just want you to repeat the names of the scheme. Is this simple? Okay. So these are all the schemes which are mentioned in the economic survey. So the first one is called Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. What is it called? Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. One more time. Janani Suraksha Shishu Suraksha. Okay, very good. One more time. Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. Very good. Okay, second one is RCH portal. RCH portal stands for Reproductive and Child Healthcare Portal. Okay, Reproductive and Child Healthcare Portal. Everybody, what is it called? Reproductive and Child Healthcare Portal. Third one, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Okay, what is it called? Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Now, can we just tell the first 3 together? First one, Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. Second one, RCH portal. That is nothing but full form, Reproductive Child Healthcare Portal. Third one, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Fourth, Universal Immunization Program. It was an old thing called as Mission Indradhanush, okay, or Indradhanush Mission, sorry. So Indradhanush Mission is Universal Immunization Program, okay. Fifth one is NRC. NRC andre National Rehabilitation Centers. But we are studying about Karnataka, so we will be dealing with NRCs in Karnataka. Okay, next one, Nutritional Intervention. Nutritional intervention, there will be so many things which we will be doing. That is Anemia Mukt Poshtikakar program, Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight, Iron and Folic Acid Supplements, Biannual Deworming. Idr ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay. So very, very simple. Nutritional intervention. What's the first one? Anemia Mukt Poshtikakar program. Okay, one more time. Anemia Mukt Poshtikakar program. Okay. So Poshtika, okay, this is Karnataka program. Okay, my mistake. I did not pronounce it properly. Okay, Karnataka program. Idadmele Intensified. Second one, Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. Third one, Iron and Folic Acid Supplements. Fourth, Biannual Deworming. Okay, after that, we look at one program which is called a Ksheera bhagya scheme. Okay, idadmele the very recent one, it's called as Shuchi Yojana. Okay, Shuchi Yojana. Recently in Big Boss also this thing was featured. Okay, do you guys watch Big Boss? Idella correct agi nodtira. Okay, so anyways, next one, Mukhyamantri raitha Vidya nidi program. Mukhyamantri raitha Vidya nidi program. Okay, Mukhyamantri raitha Vidya nidi program. Idadmele next Vidya nidi scheme. Vidya nidi scheme. Okay, so all the 10 together, one time, everyone. First one, Janani Shishu suraksha karyakram. Second, RCH portal. What does RCH stand for? Reproductive and Child Healthcare Portal. Third one, Rashtriya Swasthya Karyakram. Fourth, National Rehabilitation Center in Karnataka. Then nutritional interventions. First one, Anemia Mukhyamantri Karnataka program. Fifth, next one, Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. After that, iron and folic acid supplements. After that, biannual deworming. Next, Ksheera bhagya scheme. Next, Shuchi Yojan. After that, Mukhyamantri Raitha Vidya Nidi program. Next, 10th one, Vidya Nidi scheme. Okay. Next, few more. Just 10 more and almost mukspittirthini. Okay. Can anyone read this? Sarige Vidya Chetana scheme. Scheme for employees. One more time. Sarige Vidya Chetana scheme for employees. Okay. After this, 12th one, Kalike Jate Kaushalya. Kalike Jate Kaushalya. Next, 13th, Karnataka career planning. SDG 14, we'll be dealing with some miscellaneous thing. Ali IEC cells. Okay, you will understand what is this IEC cells. It just means information, education, and communication cell. Okay, information, education, and communication cell. Idadmele state sector tree park scheme. Okay. Next, Vishesha Palane Yojane. Okay. Next, horticulture training program. Next, Sasya Shamala scheme. Sasya Shamala scheme. Then few schemes in education. 15th, literacy in Karnataka, elementary education, Samagra Shikshana Karnataka program, Kalike Balavardhane program, initiatives under DSERT. DSERT is very similar to NCERT. Okay. So, Department of Secondary Education and Research Training. Okay. This is the full form of it. Next to infrastructure developmentally, Samagra Shiksha, which is therefore, or Samagra Shiksha for Karnataka. Right. Idadmele Sambrama Shanivara program. Sambrama Shanivara program. Okay. Inspire Awards and Manak program. Inspire Awards and Manak program. Idadmele next to Atal Tinkering Lab. Atal Tinkering Lab. Lastly, it's there for collegiate education. Right? This is the last one. Collegiate education, which is 24th. Right? Everybody are clear? Okay. Now, once I just want all of you to tell, okay, idadmele we'll start looking at each of these schemes. But I want you to really put in your mind, if you have some extra buttons which if you push full mind activate adare push madkoli. Okay, some 24 schemes are there, which I want you to try to remember the names as much as possible. One sari in hesaru gnapaka itkondre, that time automatically you will know what is it. Okay, that is how memory works. Okay, everybody, I know it's little bit parvailla. Okay, little bit more. Show me some endurance. What's the first one? Janani, shishu, suraksha, karyakram. Second, reproductive, and fourth one, universal immunization program. One salpa jora kirchi nide ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Fifth one, national rehabilitation centers in Karnataka. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವರು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರಾಗಿ. Sixth one, nutritional intervention. Under nutritional intervention, we see 3-4 things. First one is Anemia Mukhyamantri Karnataka program. Next one, Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. After this, iron and folic acid supplements. Last one, biannual deworming. Idadmele next 7th one, Ksheera bhagya scheme. 8th one, Shuchi Yojana. 9th, Mukhyamantri Raitha Vidya Nidi program. 10th one is Vidya Nidi scheme. 11th, Sarige Vidya Chetana scheme for employees. Very good. 12th one, Kalike Jote Kaushalya. Okay. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿ 12th one. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೋರಾಗಿ. One more time. 12th one. 13th. 14th. Others. In others, first one is IEC cells. IEC andre information, education, communication cell. Idadmele next state sector tree park scheme. Innonsari joragi state sector tree park scheme. One more time, everyone. sector 3-part scheme. Sorry, one more time. Okay, next one. Vishesha. After this, horticulture training program. Next one, last one. Sasya Shamala. Okay, Sasya Shamala scheme. Next to schemes in education, literacy in India. Okay, literacy in Karnataka. Elementary education. Next, Samagra Shikshana Karnataka program. Kalike Bala Vardhane program. Okay, next under DSCRT. DSCRT in what does it stand? Department of Secretary of Education and Research Training. Okay. Next, infrastructure development, Samagra Shikshana Karnataka. Okay. After this, Sambrama Shanivara program. Sambrama Shanivara program. Next, 22, Inspire Awards, Manak Awards. 13th, 23rd, Atal Tinkering Labs. So last one, collegiate education. Okay. Now it will be very easy. Tuck, tuck, tuck. We'll see what are the salient features. First one, Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. Okay. So you can see this cute baby and the mother. Okay. So before we start looking at the schemes, see, let me just tell you one thing. See, Ivaga, we see some very poor children. Okay. Our yene problems agilli, at least there's one portion in us which always feel that yo ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ತರ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. All of that will generally, it's a very common thought. Some of us might take action on it, some of us might not. Okay, but it's a common thought anta nobody can deny it. Ellaru help ಮಾಡಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ, right? Now this help can happen at various levels. At an individual level, we do whatever we can. Adakinta jasti, we see that at a community level, if you belong to some samaj, some this thing, they might act upon it. Okay, it might be of caste affiliation, it might be of language affiliation. Basically, they see that if it's a Kannada based affiliation, they see that Kannadavurge yargo agbardu. Let's say Vokkaliga Sangha, they see that nam caste avrge ಏನು agbardu. All of these things, basically, that's a community level help. But adakinta jasti is a whole state government level help, where the whole state government tries to create schemes and it tries to act on it. Okay, adakinta mele is national level, where they bring huge outlays, huge budgetary provisions, and they try to again do the same thing. And more than that is the international level, where they try to make global arrangements for ensuring this, right? So levels will change, but the intention is the same. Okay, right now our intention is to see what our government of Karnataka has done. Is this clear? Okay. So now we see that this Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram, it was introduced in early 2012. Okay, so it's a pretty old scheme, almost 12 years old. Okay, so basically what are they trying to do is very, very simple. They are basically reducing out of pocket expenditure of the parents towards the treatment of the sick newborn. Okay, so usually many of them, you see that India, there's still a lot of poverty. Of course, our poverty has reduced to a very big extent, but to jana, because of there is 140 crore population, even if we tell that 24% of the people are poor, it's a huge number, right? Ee tara time alli or baduragidare anta, can we ask them not to make babies? It's impractical. Like it's not even possible. In fact, they will have more babies. Ee tara on time alli, imagine that a baby is born and it's very, very sick. Okay, aurge mans ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಪಡಬೇಕು. Now in that time, the government comes to the aid with this particular scheme. Okay, which is Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, like you'll have a lot of out of pocket expenditure just because the child is often sick. Okay, so ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ ಕೈ ಖರ್ಚು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಅಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಏನೋ ಕೈ ಖರ್ಚ್ಗಾಗುವಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಂತ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ 200 rupees. ಓಕೆ, ಔಷಧಿಗೆ, ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮಬಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, and 100 rupees diagnostics ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, and 300 rupees for referral transport, okay, for the allocated per sick newborn. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಗುಗೆ they will give this much, okay. Approximately if I have to tell, it is 600 rupees approximately. Specific again, it is 600 rupees, okay. Understood this, everyone? So 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಔಷಧಿಗೆ, drugs and consumables, 100 rupees for diagnostics, and 300 rupees for referral transport. Now usually in prelims they might interchange the values and they might ask, so you have to be a little careful, right? So from 2013 and 14, the facility was extended to any sick child below 1 year of age. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ usually it is seen that ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗೇನೆ ಅವ್ರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸರಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Some of them will be, as soon as they are born only they'll be sick, but few of them 1 ತಿಂಗಳು 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ they'll keep falling sick. Now in that time, if one baby was 3 months old and he was fallen sick, if they ask that can we not avail this scheme, they can from 2013-14, right? So that just means to say that this has been extended for any sick child below 1 year of age, okay. Until 1 year you come, we'll give you 600 rupees, okay. 200 rupees for drugs, 100 rupees for diagnostics, and 300 rupees for referral transport, okay. Next, what is the second thing you remember? RCH portal. That is nothing but reproductive and child healthcare program. So this is a screenshot of what I took in the Google Play Store, which is there. Andre, by this only you can understand that RCH portal, andre, it's an app, okay, which you can download. Now, yes, downloads agide. Okay, more than 10,000 downloads are there, so pretty good. Okay. Anyways, it's an app anta tilkoli. Okay. Next, anyways, reproductive and child health, okay, portal. So it's a centralized web-based application, okay. Application andre app which we can have in our phone, okay, for early identification and tracking of the individual beneficiary throughout the reproductive life cycle, okay. It facilitates to ensure timely delivery of antenatal, postnatal, and delivery services. This means to say antenatal is before conceiving, before delivery. Postnatal is after delivery, okay. So what they plan to do is that complete immunization services for the mother and for the child, okay, and along with that tracking that she gets enough nutrition. And here what is told, a few of this data you can even use it as feeder points for your mains also, okay. Illi yenide andre 85% of pregnant women and 84% of children registered during the year 2023-2024, okay. So such high numbers, if you think that so many people are being registered, that obviously means that ivaga if one woman is bearing a child, she will herself will not go and register, okay. That means that yar government hospital yade hospital hogta iro pratiyobru hospital is registering them. Got this? Because such high numbers, 85%, 84% of people are registered anta heltare, okay. So 84% children, 85% pregnant women, okay. So you can see that these numbers are almost the same, 85%, 84%. Andre 85% pregnant women bandu ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಕೆಲವರು 1% ಜನ ಓಡೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, okay. This is what is the meaning, okay. So when is this? 2023-24. Everybody got this? 85% pregnant women, 84% children are registered during the year 23-24, okay. These words you have to remember. ನೀವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ it will come in handy. Antenatal, postnatal, okay. Antenatal ಅಂದ್ರೆ before delivery, postnatal ಅಂದ್ರೆ after delivery, okay. ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, okay. Just take this thing, 85% pregnant women, 84% children, 2023 November 20, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, okay. Off the and ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ, okay. Next one, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Everybody got the name of the scheme? Ivaga, if you just look at this particular thing, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, okay, they are screening any children for diseases, okay. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ, what is the disease there, okay, ಏನ್ ರೋಗ ಇದೆ ಮಗುಗೆ, okay. So Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, The objective is to screen the children studying in first to 12th standard in government. Okay, andre school hogi ee screen ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು screen ಅಂದ್ರೆ they basically diagnose you. They see that on medical checkup ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ medical checkup ಅಲ್ಲಿ they try to find out that what exactly is this person is this child, what disease does it have. Okay, so this is Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Very, very simple. First, it was mostly for private schools, but ivaga it is government aided, government residential, and Anganwadi center. So everything relating to government has this Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Okay, andre government schools, government aided schools, andre government ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡುವಂತ schools, government residential schools, which means you can stay there, and colleges, and Anganwadi. I'm sure all of you know, right? So ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು they screen for diseases. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ರೋಗ ಇದೆ, they go and test, they diagnose. Now during 2023-24 they give you some numbers which are important. If you try to remember this, it becomes very handy here. 83.95, and you can just remember approximately 84 lakh schools of children with age group of 0 to 18 years were screened as against the target of 139 lakhs, okay, which constitutes to 61%. So they tell you that last year ಏನಾಯ್ತು, okay, 84 lakhs, 84 lakh people were screened. ಎಷ್ಟು 0 to 18 years, ಅಂದ್ರೆ usually school ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಡೆಯೋದು first standard to 12th standard, but ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they screen that what diseases they have. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್? 84 ಲಕ್ಷ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್? 139 lakhs, so close to 140 lakhs. Okay, so that is approximately how much? 61%. So you can tell that they have not been very, very effective. Okay, 100% into 61% bandre, you don't call it as very effective. You should have done better. Okay, so they should have just screening, no? You can do it. It's not very difficult. Okay, but remember the name, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. Okay, everybody are clear? Shall we go ahead? Artha aitalo? Next one, Mission Indradhanush. Okay, which is nothing but our universal immunization program. So in Mission Indradhanush alli, you might even get it under national issues also, that your vaccines ide anta. Okay, so these are all preventable diseases. Vaccine preventable diseases. Vaccine preventable diseases andre very, very simple. Vaccine ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ diseases. ನೀವೇ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? up to 3 years of age, your mother would have taken, polio drops ಹಾಕ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ, one other vaccine. Okay, maybe ನಿಮ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇರಲ್ಲ 3 ವರ್ಷವರೆಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ you're all nodding your head like okay, ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ ಚುಚ್ಚಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. But see, remember this, okay, that 7 vaccine, ಇಂದ್ರಧನುಷ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೈನ್ಬೋ ಅಲ್ವಾ, so 7 vaccines ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಇವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ 12 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, but anyways ಈ 7 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. What are the 7 vaccines? Okay, measles, next to diphtheria, ಆಮೇಲೆ hepatitis B, ಆಮೇಲೆ polio, TB, pertussis, tetanus. Okay, ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ you might feel that ಏನಿದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, it is very, very difficult. Okay, you guys know MDH masala? MDH masala? You would have seen this advertisement and all. Asli masale such MDH. Have you seen this? Okay. Sorry, let me ask something else which you would have known. Sorry, belluli kebab, chatapata. Okay, but once, so in this, it is not chatapata, it is patapata. Okay, so remember MDH masala ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ, okay, patapata sound will come. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಡನ್, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, so MDH PT. Okay, MDH PT ಅಂದ್ರೆ measles, diphtheria, hepatitis B, polio, tetanus, pertussis, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು TB. Got this, everyone? Okay, MDH, patapata, ಪಟ ಓಕೆ ಇವಾಗ ಬರೀ MDH ಪಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇದಾದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಚಟಾಪಟ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ M ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್? Measles. D diphtheria. H hepatitis B. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ. M, what does M stand for? Measles. D H P T. One more P. One more T. All of you are clear? ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಂದ್ರಧನುಷ್ ಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಬರೀದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್. ಈ 7 ಇದು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಡಿ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದಿ 7 ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟಬಲ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್. ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ M, measles. D diphtheria. H hepatitis B. P T P T. Okay, very good. Sorry, ಇವಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಈ ಚಟಪಟ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಪಟ. Okay, so here we have universal immunization program, which is nothing but same thing, mission Indradhanush. Okay, or sorry, Indradhanush mission. Okay, so ಈ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್, ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂದ್ರಧನುಷ್ ಮಿಷನ್. ಇವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೋ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 7 vaccines. There are more vaccines now. Okay, so but basically what is this universal immunization program with respect to Karnataka in our economic survey? So it targets to vaccinate 11 lakh children. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು 11 lakh children ಅಂದ್ರೆ 11 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು of different ages every year with all primary doses and additional booster doses of against 7 vaccine preventable diseases. Okay, ಸೊ ಈ ಫುಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಒಂದೇ, 11 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, 11 lakh children are being vaccinated in this 7 preventable vaccine preventable diseases. Everybody got this? Next, in addition ಈ 11 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, okay, there are 12.5 lakh pregnant women who are targeted each year. Okay, so you do know some types of vaccination will be there. Okay, so so overall 11 lakhs plus 12 lakhs. Everybody got this? 11 lakhs plus 12 lakhs. So approximately 23 lakhs. All of you understood this? Okay, so 11 lakhs yaru chick maklu, 12 lakhs yaru pregnant women. Got this? 12 ivrge first to they will give vaccination preventable diseases. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ ಡೋಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹಾಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೋರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಿವ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಕೋವಿಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬದುಕಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲವರೆಗೂ ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದ್ ಜನ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂತ ಇದ್ರು, ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ ಡೋಸ್, ನೋ ದಟ್ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಸತ್ರು ನಾನ್ ಸಾಯ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ ಡೋಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್? ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 2023-24, ವೆರಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 2023 ವರೆಗೂ 7 lakh children are immunized as against the target. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 11 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, 7 lakh people are immunized. So approximately ಎಷ್ಟು percent? 65% or 64%. Okay, that much is immunized. Don't have to remember. Okay, 64% ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. KPSC ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ it becomes very specific with numbers. Okay, it's not a quality of a good examiner that 100 lakh crores, 105 lakh crore, 102 lakh crore ಈ ತರ ಕೇಳೋದು. Okay, but anyways, okay, ಅವರು ಏನೋ ಒಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಏನು ದಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. We have to also know. Okay, so 64%, 10.99 lakhs ಮತ್ತೆ 7.06 lakh children are immunized. Okay, understood this? Next, intensified mission Indradhanush. Okay, ಮೊದಲು ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ್ರಧನುಷ್ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. Iವಾಗ intensified mission Indradhanush is implemented in all districts of the state in 3 rounds. Okay, August ಅಲ್ಲಿ, September ಅಲ್ಲಿ, October ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So intensified mission Indradhanush 5.0 is implemented in all districts of the state. Nutritional rehab center, nutritional rehabilitation center. Okay, first, but what you can see is few beds, few mothers who are feeding children, right? So basically, what is this nutritional rehabilitation center? It is just one unit, or no hospital tara, okay, where inpatient center-based care for children with severe malnutrition, okay, are usually treated either in facility or hospital-based care units without medical complications. Okay, so here let me just explain off so that you will understand. Idella mikkidera English ashta. Okay, so what it basically tells is that if you are a mother who has a child who is normal, andre ಏನು disease ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಏನು ರೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, and like basically a healthy baby, ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನಲ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Okay, if a mother goes there, she will be fed proper healthy nutritional meals, and second, if the child is there, they will give some supplements which are basically it could be some kind of supplement, iron supplement, immune supplement, all these things. So these things are fed to the child, and apart from this, you also see that basically like these people are taken care of, and the breastfeeding happens here, the feeding happens here. So all these things, right? So if we look at this, what is it mainly telling? There are 19 nutritional rehabilitation centers across Karnataka which are functioning in the state. Okay, and Karnataka has the highest burden of undernutrition. That is why this particular scheme becomes very, very important. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಡರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it is very, very simple. Okay, it says that 19.5% of the children are wasted and 32.9% are underweight. Okay, so total 19.5% means approximately 20%, right? So 19.5% are wasted and 32.9% are underweight. Okay, so this is what it is. Everybody are clear? Okay, so can you recollect what is stunting, what is wasting? Everyone, what is stunting? Innonsari ಹೇಳಿ. height to weight, and wasting age to weight. Okay, so remember, age to weight, height to weight. Okay, yaad common, no weight common, right? Okay, next one we see that you want this. Okay, so Karnataka has high burden of undernutrition. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ facts ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ಈ facts ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಸರ್ವೆ 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, understood this? National Family Health Survey. Now ಇವಾಗ you have to understand one thing. ಈ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದೆಲ್ಲ absolute numbers ಅಲ್ಲ. Okay, like it's not census, it's just a sample survey. Sample survey ಅಂದ್ರೆ, see what happens in a census. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮನೆಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ I will take the data. Okay, I will go to every house, I will collect data from every individual across the country. But a national family health survey is not a full survey, it's a sample survey. Sample survey andre, ivaga let's imagine Vijayanagar has around some 5 lakh people. Ivagi 5 lakh people hatra ನಾನು ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ because I don't have that much resources, but I have to provide some data, so I'll take a sample population. Sample population andre ಒಂದು 1000 ಜನ. Okay, and I will take data in that how many people are stunted, how many people are wasted, and based on that I will give. But eston sari, when the actual census comes and when National Family Health Survey is there, the numbers can start varying, right? Everybody are clear? Okay, so you have to understand that ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ data ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರೋ, they are quoting National Family Health Survey, right? But still ಹೊಸ census ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, so we have to do with whatever National Family Health Survey is there. Is this clear? Continuing with the same thing, National Rehabilitation Centers in Karnataka. How many centers were there in Karnataka? Very good. Okay, so similarly 47.8% of women and 65.5% of children from the age group of 6 months to 59 months in the state are suffering from anemia. Okay, did you understand this? Okay, so what is anemia? So generally we see that less iron content in the blood. This is anemia, right? So we see that generally almost if you take two women, one woman will be anemic. Okay, that is how it is. It is very bad when it comes to India. Okay, generally you will see, if you have any friends who are girls, you will see that sudden tale sud barodu, sudden you will see that you need some kind of idu neer kudibeku innond madbeku, suddenly you will feel dizzy, right? These things all happen if you are anemic, right? So almost it's very natural in India that almost in 47.8%, andre almost close to 50%. Every two women, in that one of them will be anemic anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, right? But in children it's even more worse. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ in a very early age they don't get that sufficient nutrition. Okay, ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ we see that the trend is changing so much that almost no girl is breastfeeding. Okay, they feel that they would rather go for any other option, and all of these kind of trends are creating more and more anemia in children, right? So 65.5% of children, okay, and when I say children I mean from 6 months to about 60 months, or 59 months. Okay, so about 5 years, 5 varshavargu, these people are all suffering from anemia. So remember, children are more than women. Women themselves is a lot, andre every two women gobru, but 65.5% of children are also suffering. Children andre 6 months to 5 years. Got this? Next, ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, that too, this is all Karnataka's data, right? It is not India's data. So ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿಮಿಯಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, it will be more in North Karnataka or mainly Kalyana Karnataka region. Okay, so there we see that the incidence of anemia is very high. Everybody got this? Okay, now why is it, you might ask, why only North Karnataka is high, why not South Karnataka is high? Mainly it depends on the kind of food availability. So you see that like North Karnataka is mainly a rain shadow area. So being a rain shadow area, that much of sufficient amount of quantity of crops are not grown. When so many crops are not grown, generally it creates, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ crops ಬೆಳೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, but the thing is overall you see that generally it is less, okay, compared to how much you can get in South Karnataka. So having said this, overall if you see the nutritional levels, everything will be slightly lower as told in the economic survey. Okay, it's actually very natural. If you even little bit of, if I have to give you an insight of geography, if you look at, have you guys seen African elephants? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಲೈವ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರೋದು. ಸರಿ, if you guys have seen African elephant and Indian elephant, which one is bigger? Indian elephant ಮತ್ತೆ Indonesian elephant, Indonesiaಲ್ಲೂ elephant ಇದೆ. Which one is bigger? Indian elephant is bigger than Indonesian elephant. Why? Mainly because of the amount of food which is available. Okay, Africa we see that so much of grass, everything is available. So overall agi tinta in genetics it will be in such a way that it is grown to a bigger extent. In India we see that the food is there, but it is slightly lesser. So we see that nutritional requirements will also be slightly lesser. Indonesia it's an island, so island ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು grass maha ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ, so it will be even more smaller, right? So we see that depending on this, that race, the heredity, the genetics, everything is like this. So here also when we tell, it is the kind of agriculture, the kind of land, how it provides, by default the genetics is shaped in such a way that generally little bit of poor nutrition is there. Is there no way around it? Is there no way around it? There is way. Okay, you just give them irrigation, so much problem will be solved. Okay, Kalsa Banduri, give them water, so everything will automatically improve. If irrigation improves, agriculture will improve. If agriculture improves, everything will improve. If you see that you target adolescent girls are basically 13 to like basically teens anta ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ generally they are not kids, but ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡವರು. Okay, so adolescent girls and women with anemia and child with malnutrition will help to reach the root cause by providing treatment in nutritional rehabilitation centers. Okay, so as you can see, these rehabilitation centers only, they mainly try to target mother and child so that their nutritional requirements are met. Ashte, tumba simple. Understood? Next, nutritional intervention. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವೇ ಒಂದು DC ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, you are a DC of a particular district or you are assistant commissioner, whatever, in an administrative position. Okay, in this case, what will happen? Taking care of the nutrition of your people is also your responsibility. So when you go to such an important role and have such an important job to do, to take care of the nutrition of the people. For example, if you are the head of one family, wouldn't you want all your people in your family to be well fed and nutritious? Okay, when you are given the in charge of taking care of one full district, they are also like our children only. So we have to take care of their nutritional needs, right? So if we have to take care of them and we have such a vision, we have to at least know what schemes are already functioning, and that will help us to ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ improvement ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ improvement ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, right? So here the first thing which we are seeing here is Anemia Mukta Paustika Karnataka. Okay, Anemia Mukta Paustika Karnataka. So Anemia Mukta Paustika Karnataka, what will they do? It's one program where anemia na mukta padisbeku anta paustika ahara tinsbittu they were basically trying to eradicate reduce the anemia, this thing. So how will they do? It's a bi-weekly program. Bi-weekly andre 2 times a week. Okay, so what do they give? They give prophylactic iron and folic acid syrup. Okay, so I told you that anemia andre iron kadme irodu, so they give prophylactic iron and folic acid syrup. Okay, basically syrup kudistar al hodre free agi, adadmele it is provided to 43.26 lakh children who are the age group of 6 months to 5 years. This we have already seen. Okay, 6 months to 5 years to prevent anemia. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, laksha jana are benefited because of this. 43 lakhs. Okay, 43 lakh people. Yen kudistare, what do they have? Iron, prophylactic iron and folic acid syrup. Okay, yen end ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? Anemia. Okay, so what is the scheme called? Anemia Mukta Paustika Karnataka. Okay, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ next Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. Okay, for people who don't understand diarrhea, loose motion. Okay, some of us might feel that it's funny, loose motion ado, but actually you will be surprised to hear that because of this so many children die, right? Because when loose motion or when diarrhea happens, okay, people feel very there's heights of dehydration. Okay, and almost it sucks up every water content in your body and you feel so tired after that. Okay, so when this happens, so many kids ashtu immunity power irala, and when they continuously have diarrhea mainly happens because of bad water, bad food content, infected food content, food poisoning, and generally these kind of things, having unhealthy food and all these things, or not having the essential nutritional requirements. This is your body's way of trying to take out all that unhealthy stuff. But in the process, what happens is that you will lose all your water content, and this creates some kind of suffocation, and sometimes if energy is not there, sometimes people even, not sometimes, most of the times, it's a very serious concern that people actually end up losing their life. So idinna control madakke we have something called Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. Okay, Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. Is this clear? So what they are doing here is basically that from 1st August to 15th of August 2022 and 16th to 28th, andre 12 days in 2023 November, okay, they are trying to do some kind of a program, okay, which is called Intensified Diarrhea Control Fortnight. Now in this, during 2023, andre in November alli 12 days ittalla, November 16 to 28th. Now in this time, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, it's intensified ಅಂದ್ರೆ very intense program. In a very 12 days time, children 1,50,000 children were identified. How many? 1,50,000 children. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ or ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು 100 ಜನ ಸೇರ್ಸೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ. Like that, when state government is doing a program where 1,50,000 people are being targeted and are being provided in 12 days of time. So you have to understand the magnitude of this, right? So with diarrhea, among them 94%, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 1,50,000 ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ 94% are provided with ORS ಇದು tetra packs. So ORS ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? You guys have had? Very good. So orange flavor, apple flavor ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? So basically if you have that, our dehydration ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, it's actually an Indian innovation, ORS ಅನ್ನೋದು. Okay, so in that we see that 89% zinc tablets are there and 95% of ORS and zinc coverage in the state is there. So ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೀಗೆ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Next, after this, one more. That is weekly iron and folic acid supplementation program. Weekly iron and folic acid program is during the current year, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ November 2023 ವರೆಗೂ 48.5 lakh iron folic acid tablets. ಈ iron and folic acid tablets ಬಂದು ಪಿಂಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, it's in pink and blue color. So what happens is that it is distributed to children of the age group of 5 to 19 years as against the target of 62 lakhs. Okay, so ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಬರೀ 12 ದಿನ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1,50,000 ಜನ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ 1,50,000 ಜನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಪ್ರತಿ ವಾರ ಕೊಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ 52 weeks will be there, right? Now in this up to November 2023, if you see, 48 laksha jana have got some kind of a tablet, pink tablets, blue tablets, right? And again, what is this? Iron and folic acid tablets. What is it helpful, iron and folic acid? Okay, to stop diarrhea. Simple. Okay, but what was the target? Target was 62 lakhs. Did we achieve it? No. How much were we short by? We were short by approximately 22%. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? 78% ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Is this fine? Next, last one under this is something called as biannual deworming of children. Okay, biannual deworming of children. So usually ನೀವು ಒಂದು 18 years, 19, anyone of you had worms in your stomach? ಹೇಳಕ್ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Okay. So anyways, so what happens is that there are two kinds of parasite. ಒಂದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿಂದ್ರು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಸಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ಬೆಂಡಜಾಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಆಲ್ಬೆಂಡಜಾಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಥ್ರೂ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಪೂಪ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ವರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು in retaining the nutrition which is there. So it is distributed to approximately 2.5 crore people. Okay, 2.29 crore people, right? Is this fine? Ksheera bhagya scheme. Under Ksheera bhagya scheme, we see that it is basically launched some 10-11 years back. Okay, on 1st August 2013. Okay, so it's basically a government of Karnataka along with Karnataka Milk Federation initiative. So Yuribrunu, basically like Nandini, both of them will come together and they will do this Ksheera bhagya. Okay, so it's basically giving milk. Okay, I'll show you guys a very cute picture. See all these girls and boys drinking milk. Okay, and our chief minister is also giving a photo of feeding milk. Okay, so aim ಏನು? Okay, it is basically for healthy growth and all-round development of school children as well as Anganwadi in the state. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಗನವಾಡಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಒಂದು ಲೋಟ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. This is very good. Okay, like they get a lot of nutrition because of the milk. Okay, some of the vegans and all might say that no and all, but it's definitely true. Okay, so the scheme has been honored by World Dairy Federation, that it's a very, very good scheme. World Dairy Federation anta ide. They tell that it's a super scheme. Dairy Innovation Award anta ಒಂದು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. This Dairy Innovation Award 2022. Basically, school ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ milk ಕೊಡೋದು. It's a very simple thing, but a very effective thing because they get their protein requirements from drinking this 1 glass milk. Okay. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, okay, maybe some of us might relate, some of us might not relate, but ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆ ಹಾಲು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಜನ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. So actually the school attendance will also improve, right? So anyways, if you look at it, okay, ಈ ಹಾಲೆಲ್ಲ like, is it like proper milk andre? No, it's milk powder, no? So most of it, whatever they get, all of that is milk powder halu. Okay, so KMF is supplying 1890 metric tons of milk powder. Okay, not milk, milk powder for government's ambitious Ksheera bhagya yojana. ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಈ ಪೌಡರ್ ನ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ they give to children, okay, which will taste exactly like milk. Okay, and that aims to supply 18 grams per day to each child. 18 grams ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. I mean ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೋಟ ಹಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Okay, so to total of 1,19,693 Anganwadi centers and government school children in the state from class 1 to class 10. Is this fine? Ksheera bhagya is basically simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲೋಟ ಹಾಲು for school going children and Anganwadi going children. Right? Simple. Next one, Shuchi Yojana. So if you look at Shuchi Yojana, it is basically for menstrual hygiene. Okay. So menstrual hygiene is very, very important. Do you know, have you guys heard of something called ACER report? ACER report andre Annual School for Education report. It's given by one NGO called as Pratham. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this is one very staggering fact. Of course, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು facts ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ which are very staggering. But one fact ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, from 12 to 15 years of age, maximum girl children drop out ಅಂತ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು girl children are dropping out at this age? First of all, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ drop out ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, many of them, they achieve puberty. That means they start menstruating. Okay, and now some of us might even get this doubt that menstruate ಆದ್ರೆ school ನಿಲ್ಸ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ. Okay, so that is the sick mentality of most of the Indian people, that they feel that once the girl has come to age, you should not send her out. You should try to marry her off. Okay, the report has this finding which shows that menstrual hygiene ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಂತ. Okay, usually menstrual hygiene, who gets all the education that ee tara irbek, girls get maximum. But who should also get? The boys should also get, right? Because it will help us interact with other girls on how exactly to behave. Okay, it is lack of awareness which is the root cause for all problems. If we are aware that we ourselves are born because of menstruation, none of it will be there, right? So anyway, so what happens in this particular Shuchi Yojana is that students who are from 6th standard to 12th standard, okay, that is from 10 to 18 years of age. So usually some of them might find it very embarrassing that ee tara ondu school alli ondu incident aitu, how will I face it? So prati school allu you should have access to sanitary napkins. It's a very humble and noble thought, okay, that prati on school allu you should have sanitary napkins. It should be there as a dispensary machine. So this is only Shuchi Yojana, where all government aided and residential school, adolescent girls though hostels alli, and from the Department of Social Welfare ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, and minority welfare department, all of them, okay, should have access to sanitary napkins. Okay, so 19,29,355 of these total this thing beneficiaries are there, right? And next one, there's a new thing which was launched very, very recently. If you guys saw Big Boss regularly, you would see that one episode only they come and they promote this also, right? So that is called as Shuchi Nanna Maitri. Okay, so this is basically a menstrual cup. Okay, which is said to have more advantages than a sanitary napkin. So it is a new project that has been launched with an objective of encouraging the use of reusable menstrual cups by providing information about appropriate and new tool for menstrual scientific management among adolescent girls. Is this fine? Okay. So you can see that this is how the packing looks, and this is an advertisement by the government of Karnataka. Okay. And you can see that this was promoted recently also. Next one, Mukhyamantri Raitha Vidya Nidi program. Mukhyamantri Raitha Vidya Nidi program. Vidya Nidi program. ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನು ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್, ರೈತ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್, ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ನಿಧಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಂಡ್, program means program. Okay, so here it encourages raitar maklu, that is farmers children, to pursue higher education. Higher education andre I don't think MCom MSc level. Okay, 10th standard mugdid mele, that is only higher education. So here it asks them that ನೀವು pursue ಮಾಡಿ higher education ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ basically children, especially girls ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ you will get scholarship. So basically what is happening is that from farmer families, they are studying in class 8, 9, 10, and children from farmer families who have completed class 10 and are studying in higher courses in any registered educational institution or university in any part of the state are eligible for scholarships. Okay, so simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ರೆ ರೈತರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 2,500 ಇಂದ 11,000. Okay, 2,500 to 11,000 through something called as DBT. DBT means direct benefit transfer. So direct benefit transfer in India operates with something called as JAM Trinity. Right? JAM Trinity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನ್ಧನ್, ಆಧಾರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜನ್ಧನ್, ಆಧಾರ್, ಮೊಬೈಲ್, ಜಾಮ್ ಟ್ರಿನಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಜನ್ಧನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್. ಆಧಾರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೀವು ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಟೂಲ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ DBT, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್. ಮೊದಲು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ's time, it was told that for every 1 rupee which the government spends, only 14 paisa reaches the common man. That means that to say that 86 paisa was all eaten by government, corrupt government officials, middlemen, and all the people in the supply chain. So much of corruption. For every 1 rupee, 14 paisa, you can imagine only that much is reaching the common man. So they'll all be, of course, in poverty only. But now DBT directly solves this, where if you just have one mobile, if you just have Aadhaar and one bank account like Jandhan, which is a zero balance bank account, immediately, directly, if government puts money there, here you will get ping, then full chatapata, right? So that is DBT. Okay, so you understood this now? Mukhyamantri Raitha Vidya Nidhi program. Okay, that scholarship sigutte. Next one, Vidya Nidhi scheme. Okay, so Vidya Nidhi scheme is by transport department. Okay, so usually people who are taxi odsor maklu, auto odsor maklu. Okay, so basically for them there is a special scheme for health facility has been launched. Okay, so and post metric higher education. Post metric, metric andre enu? Metric pass andre 10th standard. So post metric andre basically PUC. Okay, so post metric higher education for children of taxi drivers and auto rickshaw in the state. Okay, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ PUC ಓಡ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ they will be benefited a little bit. You guys are comfortable with me using Kannada, no? Little bit. Okay, English ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. Okay, next one, Sarige Vidya Chetana scheme for employees. Okay, so Sarige Vidya is again same thing. They are eligible for children of officers or employees of transport corporation. Okay, Vidya Nidhi is taxi odsavaru, auto odsavaru. Okay, ಸಾರಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಚೇತನ is transport department ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. Did you understand the difference? Okay, so it provides enhanced scholarships to eligible children of officers or employees of transport corporation. Officers or employees andre you can be some commissioner of transport also, you can be some clerk also. Prati obriguno you will get, their children are eligible for enhanced scholarship. Is this fine? So remember the names, otherwise it's very easy. One line al name yaaka itkobodu. Okay, this is for Sarige Vidya Chetana scheme is for people who are working in transport department. Vidya Nidi is for taxi drivers, auto drivers, children. Is this fine? Okay, Nodi. If you send him to school, he's happy agidare. Okay, which scheme are we talking about now? Kalike jote Kaushalya. Okay, so here Kaushalya means skilling. Okay, like for example, we have Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana also. Okay, Kaushal means skill. So skilling is very, very important for India. If we don't skill India, we'll kill India. Okay, so that is why you have to skill India. So in this, what exactly we mean by Kalike Jote Kaushalya is that there will be skill training which is given. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? It was given in some private institution. Okay, but now it will be imparted through ITI. You guys know ITI? Okay, so ITI, GITC, ಈ polytechnic institutions ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾನು they will teach them skilling. Got this? So ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, the biggest problem on McKinsey report ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ McKinsey report ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 50 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದೀರಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಮೆಕೆನ್ಸಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಗರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ 50% ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಿಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಜಾಬ್, ಆರ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರೀಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಇಟ್, 50% ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಿಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಜಾಬ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ 50% ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೆಕೆನ್ಸಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 22 ವರ್ಷ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಓದಿರ್ತೀವಿ, 22 years ವಿಲ್ ವಿ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್. ಬಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಒಂದು 8 months ಆನ್ ದ ಜಾಬ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸೇ ದಟ್ 22 ವರ್ಷ ಏನ್ ಓದಿ ದಬಾಕಿದ್ವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವಿ ಲೈಕ್ 22 years we have spent, and after that also we have to go for on the job training. Our education was supposed to prepare us for market, no? Okay, so what was lacking there? Skill was lacking. Andre on mechanical engineer anta heltare, but they don't know to change a tire. Okay, amele you might argue now mechanical engineer royal mecco amele what is that? Now tire we will only design, now fit ella madala. But it's, what is this basically implying? That skill alli one gap ide, correct? Okay, so it's the same with any engineer. Mikiro engineers ella khushi agbedi. Even Gandhiji in 1936, if I'm not wrong, there was something called Vardha scheme of education. Idakke avaru president agidru. In that, one of the key points he suggests was that ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ one child, no matter how rich, no matter how poor, should learn some kind of hands on skill. ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರೀ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಬರೀ ಬುಕ್ ಪೆನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೈ, basically like they don't know any kind of skill which they do with their hand. Okay, and this becomes a very big problem. Like for example in Japan, in Korea, ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡುವಾಗ there's a lot of skilling and education which goes complementary side by side. Okay, so ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಲಿಕೆ ಜೊತೆ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ITIs, ಪಾಲಿಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, 28 ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಡ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ? 36,000 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯೂಶಲಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5th or 6th semester alliroru who are BA, BCom, BBA, BSc or any degree for that matter, 62 colleges select ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 1-2 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ರಾದರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ 1-2 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಷನ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರತಿ ನಂಬರ್ ನೀವು ಬೈಹಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you would have rather spent that time in revising some subject, making it perfect, practice more test series, practice more MCQs, right? So remember this, competitive exam, okay, or let's say UPSC or KPSC. If I have to ask you guys, what is the 2 important skills which you have to know to pass the exam? Enant heltira? What are the 2 important skills of passing which are important? Syllabus, PYQs, okay. Test series 3 ಆಯ್ತಾ, 2 ರಿವಿಷನ್, ಓಕೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್? ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 1 ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಓಕೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಓಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಯಾವ್ದು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಾರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ, ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕು, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕು, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್? ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ. ಬಟ್ ರಾದರ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, it is just mastering 2 skills. Okay, it took people like me a lot of years to identify this. Erade skill this whole exam test. First one is your ability to master MCQs. Second one is your ability to write answers. Okay, ನೀವು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸಂಡೇ ಬಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಟು 2 ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ನಂಬರ್ 1, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ, ಏನೋ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ, ನೀವು ನಿನ್ನೆಗಿಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ MCQs ಒಂಚೂರು ಬೆಟರ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಈ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ನೀವು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ MCQ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಈ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ MCQ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬುಕ್ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ MCQ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನೆ ಆ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಐ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್, ರೈಟ್? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೇ, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಟು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್? ನೀವಾಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಓದಿ ಬೆಳಗಿಂದ ರಾತ್ರಿವರೆಗೂ ಓದಿ, ರಾತ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಮಧ್ಯರಾತ್ರಿವರೆಗೂ ಓದಿ, ದೇ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನದರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 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 ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು, ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ MCQ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್, ಆರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ just if these 2 things, if you keep this as the main objective, andre ivagi if you ask Arjuna what he saw, he told eye of the parrot, no? Okay, so ade tarane if you just keep that these 2 are the main things which I have to master, ultimately nan ene madidrunu ee 2 skill nange improve agta idiya anta nan nodtini andre, then you are on the right track, right? If you feel that idrinda idakke help agta illa but nan knowledge jaasti agta ide, then that means that you are on the wrong track, right? Simple way. Karnataka career planning. Now, what is this Karnataka career planning? Nothing. Have you guys been to any career counseling before this? Anytime? Okay, now in this career counseling, what happens? Okay, they will come and they will tell you, ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಕ್ಳಿರುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, we'll have a lot of aspirations that ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಲಾಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಇಸ್ರೋಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ನಾನು ಇದಾಗ್ಬೇಕು. Like for example, ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ I wanted to be one herpetologist, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾವ್ ಹಿಡಿಯೋನು. That ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲೂ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್, ಈ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್, 3 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, okay, they will come together, which is called National Skill Development Corporation, sorry, Karnataka Skill Development Corporation, okay, KSDC, very famous KSDC, Karnataka Skill Development Corporation, in collaboration with Department of Samagra Shikshana Karnataka, ಮತ್ತೆ PUC, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ PU ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಓದಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಈ 3 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿ, I'll just repeat the institution's name: National Karnataka Skill Development Corporation, Department with Samagra Shikshana Karnataka, ಮತ್ತೆ PU board. Okay, so these 3 things together, they come up with National Career Planning Program. Idur motto ondide, sometimes the mottos are important. Okay, my job, my choice. My job, my choice. Remember this. Okay, so in my job, my choice, it is there from class 8th to class 12, and many other supplementary programs will be held. Okay, so basically ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ 8th to 12th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಬರೀ ಆ 3 ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ IEC ಸೆಲ್. IEC ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. Okay, so the same thing will be there. It is established at state level. Idondu cell, meaning to say few people will be there. It is established at state level to implement information, education and communication activities. Nimge school alli, did you have something called NIE? NIE, newspaper in education, ಆ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇತ್ತು? Yes? No? Okay, ಸರಿ. So ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, people used to come and they used to tell about so many things other than education. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏರೋಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಚೂರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಪ್ರಿಟಿ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದೇ ತರ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ will be organized at gram panchayats of state to educate on various issues. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಗಿಂತ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ NIE ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಇದೇ ತರ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಒಂದು ರೂರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇರೋ ತರ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ IEC ಸೆಲ್. ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್? ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. ಟ್ರೀ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮರ ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಕ್, ಅದು ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಸೋ ತರ ಒಂದು ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಬ್ಬನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್, ಲಾಲ್ ಬಾಗ್, ಯು ಬೀನ್ ದರ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. ಈ ಟ್ರೀ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ we are surrounded by concrete jungle. Okay, so a blob of concrete everywhere, there is only concrete roads, buildings, adu idu. ಈ ತರ ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಜಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ಸ್, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಮರಗಳು, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಸಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಏರ್, ರಿಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಎಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮಿಸೆಲೇನಿಯಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಶೇಷ ಪಾಲನೆ ಯೋಜನಾ. Okay, Vishesha Palana Yojane. Okay, so in this 12,100 HIV infected and affected children are provided financial assistance. Okay, at the rate of 1,000 per month. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ basically simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ AIDS ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, so children, okay, now you might get this doubt that AIDS will come from unprotected sex. No, that ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ AIDS can come to anyone. ಅದ್ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಫಿಲಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಲೂಸ್ ನನ್ ಮಗ, ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ವುಡ್ ಡೂ, ಹಿ ವುಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಪಿನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಟ್ ದೇರ್, even you will get AIDS. Okay, so lot of blood, this thing, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ನೀಡಲ್ ಚುಚ್ಚಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, if one this thing, they will not clean it, they will reuse it, you will get AIDS. So lot of ways in which you can get AIDS. And ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, like if ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ AIDS ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what kind of if you were the parent, how would you feel? ಒಂಥರ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಉರಿಯಲ್ಲ, right? So it definitely does happen like this. And 12,100 HIV affected patients they are providing some kind of financial assistance, right? That 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. This is from 2023-2024. Okay, I think we are a little late today, and I think your patience has been tested very, very long enough. The previous class also went on for a little bit extended time. So I will also not test your patience before somebody throws something at me. Okay, so I will end it. I hope you found it informative. We'll meet again. Okay, thank you.